Hey kids, so today we're going to be making a paper weaving, and the first thing that you're going to be needing is a big piece of construction paper. I chose white, and you are going to need paper strips. There should be some left at your table, and there should be extra in the Art Mart container on the counter. So let me flip over the camera and we'll get started. So with my big piece of paper right here, you are going to want to fold it in half hamburger style. And for those that have had me before, you probably remember me saying, looky, looky, it's a bookie, because when you open it up, it looks like a book. Very nice. So now, once you have it, have the open side on the top. Open side on top, because we're gonna take one of those strips of paper, lay it right on the edge of that open side. Take whatever you have to write with. I'm using a marker because that's what I have right here. And draw a line underneath it. It does not have to be the prettiest line, just a line will do. And on that line, go ahead and write down your name. And go ahead and write down your teacher's code. So if you're in Miss Kitchen's second grade class, you write down K2 or whatever teacher and grade you are in. Now, you are going to have a lot of stripes that you're going to draw down below. Now, the closer your stripes are, the more intricate and the more detailed your weaving is going to be. I like using these strips. They're about the size of a ruler that I cut for you. Go ahead and lay them down and use them as a tracer, like a ruler. And once again, these lines do not have to be perfect. They just have to help you cut later. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And it shouldn't take you too long. Just go ahead and draw as many as you can. I'll just cut this one in half. So I'm gonna have a small section right here, if you can tell. Now, leave it folded because you're gonna take your scissors and you are going to cut on those lines and stop right here on your name line. So you're going to be cutting and stopping on the name line, cutting and stopping on the name line, and you should have something that looks like a tiger just went crazy and scratched up your paper. And there we go. All right, last and final steps before I let you guys go for it. So this is going to be the base for weaving. You can tell there's all sorts of little cuts that I did on both sides. And my name is there, so we know who it belongs to. With your strips of paper, you can do whatever colors, a pattern if you want, whatever you would like. I'm doing orange and green because why not? For my first weaving, I'm going to do one pattern the exact same way. I'm going to go over and under, over and under, over and under, and I'm going to try to push it against that edge the best I can, and now I have a weaving. Now for the second weave that I'm going to do, instead of starting it over, I'm going to start it under because I want the pattern to go this way and this way, and that's a little tricky if you haven't done this before. So instead of on top, I'm going to go underneath. And it's going to make a pattern. So I'm going to go under, over, under, over, under, and over. And I will show you a video section of me getting toward the end. Alrighty, so I already went ahead and got a lot more of my weaving done. And each time, remember to push that over a little bit so you get nice and snug. So for my last piece, I'm going to do yellow, just to show you how to do the last part. So as I said before, there is a pattern going this way, green, white, and there is a pattern where you always have a white piece of paper or whatever color your main paper is. So if I'm looking down here at the bottom, I have color paper, white, color paper, white, color paper, white, color paper. So this part needs to be white, so I'm gonna make sure this pattern keeps repeating no matter which side of this weaving that I am on. So I'm going to finish up this weaving, and then I'll show you that last part just so that way your weaving doesn't fall apart. And toward the end, as you can see, I'm sort of struggling to get the paper through, but if you just take your time, it's okay. And look, I accidentally ripped a little bit, and that's okay. Sometimes things happen, not a big deal. There we go, and I'm pushing, pushing, pushing. So here is my weaving. It is all finished. Now, as you can see right here at the bottom, some of the paper is sticking up. So what I like to do is I like to take my glue stick and I am going to put some glue on the main paper and hold it down on each of these pieces, just so that way they won't fall out no matter what. So once again, I am taking my glue stick and gluing all of these down. And if you notice, like, oh, maybe you don't want that sticking out, you can take your scissors when you're done gluing and you can cut it just by going snip. And that is how you do a weaving. If you have any questions, you can ask me or someone at your table. And if you notice that things are just falling out, just look at it and see if it's making a pattern. It should make a pattern no matter what direction you're looking from. Hope you all do a great job, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.